So guys, this is a quick recap on the prediction that I made last week on, I think, Thursday or Friday, where I predicted that prices will come from here up to this area. So this was our area of buying up to this area, you get. So I'll put it in the description showing and you would watch it to see what I based on to make these predictions, you get. So I promised that I would make an updated video when reach here, and indeed we've reached, you get. So the main concept here, and ever since I tried, there is something that I've been pushing for indirectly, what we call directional bias, you get. I shared some indicator setups, everything, but even before we use them, it's always good to have a directional bias without any influence of indicators, just purely price action, you get. So and this is to show you that even you don't need indicators to disturb you or even to confuse you for you to take something profitable, you get. So in the previous video about order blocks and step index, I showed that this was the new prediction. Normally for me, I draw these boxes. Now just like when you see in the video where I predicted that prices would fall from this region, and this was our area of target, you get. And now indeed we fell from this area, as you can see this arrow up to here, you get. So these arrows that you're seeing that you see on the chart here, they just to show for me my targets that I'm aiming at, you get. Remember, this is H4. Just imagine you bought, as I showed you, it was about 1,370 something pips just from up here up to down here. And now let's see because I'm going to show you that I'm looking for this. I'm going to show you that from this area, this was our target. This was our target area. So even if we got out here, we can see now that we had over 800 pips, you get. 800 pips. This is H4, you get. But now we made our analysis, and then we were expecting that we were going to fall from this area. Let me first zoom out a little bit. We were on this candle here, and I was expecting that prices would come up to this area here. Yes, we didn't reach, but that's the directional bias. At least we came here. But now, after making this prediction, I told you we go on a smaller time frame, you get. And now we are going to go on H1 to show you that we would have entered here, because after making the analysis here, I told you we go on smaller time frames. That's why we get the perfect structures for us to enter, you get. So I will not go behind this side because it will be too much of a repetition, you get. I told you this was mitigation, and if you don't know mitigation, please watch that video previously. And then we got another imbalance here, so we expected mitigation, a process of filling up the imbalance, because we can only see here sellers at the break of this structure here. So we expected to fill up. And now for today, we are not going to make, in this video I'm not going to show you the new prediction, because the reason is, after first look at this, we came to this area, we came down, we came back to the same area, we came down, and we've come back almost to the same area. Now what do I expect? As along the way we've found new areas of support and resistance, and all areas of demand and supply, you get. So I expect going forward we are going to get new structures. And now you watch out for another video for my new prediction, and comment down below if you want it on H4 on a smaller time frame. But now this is step index. We observe the opportunities on H4, and you can see how they are really profitable. 800 pips minimum, you get. But if you had reached and you got out here, there would even be more. Let's see that there would be even about wait, actually before it wasn't even 800 pips, would have 8,000 I can't even read them, but it's a lot. 8,831 pips, you get. That's ridiculous, insane. So now when we go on 1 hour, this is what we are going to see. This is what I wanted to explain today. Now we expected that after making it on H4, we were coming down on 1 hour, but look at the pattern here that we are seeing. I told you, whenever you see W's, they indicate something, you get. Now look at the price movement here. We are seeing sellers here coming confidently down here. and all of a sudden we get a spike up. You get, I told you whenever we get a spike after a consistent move, there is something they want to, there is a move they want to make. And now we came back down again, and now after getting this spike, for me, I would have highlighted off this area already, because if this is my area where I'm expecting the prices would turn, and then they're just close here, you get, and when I see something like this, I know they're not going to reach, they will just turn here. And now this is what I do, and I'm doing this because I want you guys to copy. When you make analysis on a higher time frame and you make a prediction, which I've been doing, by the way, a few people will show you this, if people are going to show you this, if people are bold enough to show you the prediction like me, that I showed you H4 that we're going to come down. Trust me, most people are too scared to show you this, whereby I predicted that they would come down in this area from just up here coming into this region, and then I predicted that they will go up to here. Trust me, no one would show you that, a few people. And now for me, I'm bold enough to show you, and trust me, I'm going to make another one where I'll predict some profitable move, you get. So if you really turn on your post notifications, you'll benefit, you get. So that's it. So now on H1, after seeing this sharp move, I would be waiting for the candle that completely forms outside, you get. Or if I want to take inside, I told you, after making analysis, after doing this, and I've seen it on H1, I go on, let's say M30. Now what is M30 showing me? What is M30 showing me? Now you can see that on M30 still you were going down, all of a sudden you get a sharp move, and if at all you were expecting to turn in this area, if I want to take inside the box, I'll take this one on M30, and you can see that if I entered on this candle, I'll be profitable until when I go up. I know my target is here. Even when I get this pullback, this is an entry, an opportunity for me to take more entries up to here, because this is the area where I expected them to reach, you get. So now there is another thing that I want to show you. Like, actually, let me go back to H1, and let me first go to H4 and show you. Now on H4, previously in the first analysis I showed you these highs, because now we got an imbalance here, and now we came down. I told you we normally turn with a W to fill up the mitigation. We get a W, we got it here like this, and then we went up to fill up the mitigation area, you get. And now I told you, when we have this high that is created at first, and then we get a higher high. Normally when we pull back like this, this is an area for you to take entries, you get. This is an area for you to take entries. If at all you missed out on the entry here on the second leg of the W, you get, you take entries just here, and then you get in. For that one, you watch the previous videos, you see it. So now going forward, now we came down here, yeah, because I told you, if at all this was another block for us to go down and we filled up the space, we had to come back down. But in the process of coming back to our direction, we got another imbalance here. By that I mean we can only see that at the break of this structure here, we can only see sellers, they sold off strongly. So there was an imbalance here that was created for us to fill up, you get. And I told you, for us, this is our target, because we identified this was our order block, this last bullish candle. So this is the area where prices would reach and turn, you can see. Now they've reached, and now they're turning again, you get. So that's it. Then the other thing that I wanted to show was now this side you get high, but now, and then we have mitigation here. But now let's go on H1. For this area, our mitigation, it was just inverted, you get. So we go to 1 hour, you get. So now what do we see on H1? Now this is our mitigation was just up, you get. No, not the mitigation. I want to our liquidity. Now look at this area here, this side. We have the liquidity is down here, but now we can see that this side, it was just inverted, it is up, you get. It was just inverted. We have a low and a higher low here. We had we had a high and a higher high, you get, but this time around they just inverted it, and after getting this pullback down, you get, would enter on this one again. So if you missed out on this entry here that I've showed you, this box here, you would go on this entry here, you get this entry here, and then you get in here because this was our target. So you guys, please subscribe to the channel and let's keep pushing this and wait for the new prediction that I'm going to make. This was a quick recap. I'm really happy if I predict and really prices go as we predict them to be, you get. And maybe one more last thing that I wanted to show you. Let's put an indicator. Even before we did the analysis without an indicator, we can quickly put our MACD that I love most. You can see that it was also confirming our signals, you get. So I put the indicator after me doing the analysis, and then you can see that it is really resonating with us. We have a low here. Here it was showing us that we are upwards, as you can see, and now we just bought until this region, you get, and then it is showing us that now we are coming down. So wait for the new analysis that I'm going to make, showing where I expect them to go next. So thanks so much for your time.